I'm so tired of waiting. Man, that might be the best thumbnail I've seen ever. I can't wait for this one. Hey, what's going on? I'm Jeff Moore, published author, professional trader for 16 years, and this is The Ripple Effect. All right, before we get into this video, do me a favor. If you are sick and tired of all the bullshit, I'm talking about all those YouTubers out there that are saying blah, 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 blah. This shit's going to the moon. This shit's going to the moon. And the next day it tanks, right? If you're sick of all the nonsense out there, help me out. Give me a thumbs up on this video. Give me a thumbs up. What that does is it spreads this video out to more people. And we need to call out this bullshit. We need to see some of these damn YouTuber influencers out there get put in their place. All right? Help me out. Thumbs up. Really appreciate it. I'm so tired of waiting. And you know what? That thumbnail says it all. I am sick and I'm tired of waiting. Also, let's get into this video. It should be a good one.
Welcome to the JWK show. We talk about crypto and we keep things short and concise.
That's what we like.
So far, the WEF 2024 Davos event is going well. Massive things going on. We have major players attending, and we're learning a ton of new things from these major players from Ripple, Circle, Jamie Dimon, and so on. And now we even have Danielle Dixon, who is the CEO and executive director at Stellar XLM, talking about tokenization and stable coin legislation.
We love us some XLM also, right?
Bombshell saying that if stable coin legislation doesn't happen in the US by the first quarter, which is March 31st, then it won't happen in 2024. And unfortunately, we have to wait until 2025. If that happens, then XRP.
Yeah. I'm tired of waiting too, man. I hope, what is it, first quarter? They think that if it doesn't happen by first quarter, then you have to wait till 2025, probably because of all this election year crap and all these freaking retard asshole politicians, some bitches, are going to be out there pushing these narratives that they're not going to follow through anyway just to get your vote. So, man, unfortunately, I believe that shit.
We'll be mooning in 2025, but based on all the events going on and based on the XRP Rillers, Ripple's team, David Schwartz, Chris Larson, Monica Long, Brad Garlinghouse, we should see this happening by 2024. Tokenization, XRP going up in price, all this taking place during the year of the dragon. Let's take a look at this video.
The year of the dragon.
And the industry is suffering as a result of the bad actors. And that's the big challenge. From a regulatory standpoint, there's really, I mean, I'd love to see stablecoin legislation in the United States. Some of us have been working really hard to make that happen. I hope it does in this first quarter. If it doesn't happen by the first quarter, it's not going to happen this year. Because of the election, we've seen great legislation in Europe that have tried to address some of these issues.
I mean, what do these fuckers do? These fuckers in government, they don't do shit. I saw their calendar. They work for like a day or two, then they're off for like 2 weeks. Then they work for a week and then they're off for 2 weeks. What the fuck do these clowns actually do except get in there and fuck shit up? Right? They don't fucking do nothing, those motherfuckers. Ah!
But the truth is, even that, it's so much focused on the tech stack instead of focused on outcomes. And that the harm and the potentially harmful outcomes are what regulators are supposed to focus on. And that's a good thing. That's the consumer protection angle. Those are the things that we want regulators to do for consumers and for customers, businesses, and everyone out there. That was potentially a threat when in fact it's not, and it's an enhancement. It's something that works with traditional.
It wasn't scary. It was just a threat.
Trying to work to educate and trying to work to say, ask us the questions you want. We still haven't gotten to that nice alignment. In some jurisdictions we have, but in the US we haven't, and that's the challenge that we have.
So last week in the US, the SEC, after a bit of a false alarm, finally approved the spot Bitcoin ETF. How much should be read into that as we talk about the kind of
false alarm? Those fucking clowns jumped the gun, right? Wasn't no hack. Somebody in the button or in the building pushed the button early. Fucking incompetent bastards.
Direction of travel around regulation? How significant a moment is that for, obviously for crypto, but also for tokenization? Because a lot of the commentary around that was that is going to be a signal to move towards tokenization across traditional finance as well. So I'm kind of curious how meaningful that moment is.
I think that there were already really big signals around tokenization from the OCC and other regulators in the US that demonstrate
Everything's going to be
we're interested,
tokenized.
mostly because industry is
Everything.
interested. So having industry care made it so that the regulators were interested. I think that, I mean, I would love to say that this is a shift in the SEC's position on things. I don't see that that's necessarily it, but I love that it happened.
Hey, no shift.
Once again,
They had to do it. They were backed in a quarter. You know, the judge had already ruled against them, right, in the lawsuit, Grayscale. They had no choice. No choice. They were backed in a corner. They're not turning the leaf. They're still, as Moon Lambo says, a bunch of ass hat pricks.
if it doesn't happen by the first quarter, March 31st, then the regulations will be postponed until 2025. Now we have from Jeremy Allaire, CEO of Circle, and he says tokenization is going to be coming on in a significant way, and we're going to see some of the very, very biggest asset issuers in the world issuing tokenized versions of assets this year, and so that's significant. Once again, tokenization should be happening.
Yeah, I hope that does happen. Tokenization, that's gigantic. I was just talking about that today in class. You know, tokenization of assets is going to bridge everything. I believe all stocks, real estate, things will be tokenized. And when that happens, oh my God, I hope that happens here in 2024 because that's going to be big.
This year in 2024, all confirmed by the CEO of Circle and David Schwartz.
A market structure that is now being interacted with by the very largest financial institutions in the world, and they're coming together and working with great firms like Coinbase and others who are providing critical
Coinbase really
around some of this. So I think it's a very significant moment because it's demonstrating that you can have a security or a digital token and you can have those work together. But I think the broader piece here is it underscores that, at least in the case of the SEC, and you could read Gensler's comments, and I think he's being pretty transparent about how he thinks about this, which is he lost a court case and he's just doesn't want to get sued again.
Exactly
what he said.
Exactly.
But when Larry Fink gets on television the next day and says, this is just the tipping point. This is the tipping point towards tokenization. The tokenization of financial assets broadly and of other types of property is going to change the way the financial industry works. It's going to, change access to finance.
It's going to change the game completely. Cannot wait for that.
That's an indicator that, I think BlackRock is perhaps one of the largest securities issuers in the world.
I am so tired of waiting. Yes. A thumbnail is the fucking bomb, but what the hell in that video had to do with that? Now, I get it. I'm so fucking tired of waiting too. I've been waiting since November 2017. I'm sick of this shit, but I'm not really sure if there's anything in that video that related to that, but we love the fucking thumbnail. Bam. Hey guys, do me a favor. If you are sick and tired of all the bullshit that's out there, all the influencers just saying so much nonsense. They think because they have all these subscribers, they can just spout diarrhea shit out their mouth. If you're sick of it, hey, help me out in this show by giving me a thumbs up, man. Spreads the ripple effect out there. We can cause that ripple and make a difference. Please, I really appreciate it. If you're into trading the financial markets, I day trade on this channel live every single day, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you check it out. Also, if you're into option trading, right, leveraging stocks, I have a lot of playlists on this channel. Check in the description. You can make a lot of money. You can lose a lot of money if you know what you're doing, but I got some badass playlists. If that interests you, check it out. Okay, I'm Jeff Moore saying if you want to have more, you have to think more. Peace.